Live from the capital city, Carolina News brings you your news first. With breaking news and in-depth reporting. Up-to-the-minute weather. And all your sports news and highlights. It's all here, now, on Carolina News.
Hello and welcome to Carolina News. I'm Margaret Ann Carter.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Shannon Fair. Drunk driving is on the rise in the Midlands, and family members of some victims are determined to make it stop. The father of one little girl who died in a crash involving a drunk driver is trying to make a change to South Carolina laws concerning drunk drivers. Catherine Ramirez has more.
6-year-old Emma Longstreet was with her family on their way to church when a repeat drunk driving offender struck their car in 2012.
And this is
Catherine Ramirez, Carolina News.
The Judiciary Committee is meeting right now to discuss Emma's law.
The deadline to sign up for the Affordable Health Care Act is
President Obama spoke at the G7 summit today in the Netherlands. He spoke about different topics, but a surprising concern seemed to be a security threat against New York.
Russia's actions are a problem. They don't pose the number one national security threat to the United States. I continue to be much more concerned when it comes to our security with the prospect of a nuclear weapon going off in Manhattan.
The summit was moved to the Netherlands on Monday to isolate Russia from the meetings.
The search for survivors in the Washington State mudslide is now on day 4.
Weather specialist Kathleen Jacob is out on the Strom Fields to give us a look at what it's like out there.
It's cloudy and cold out here. We're sitting in the mid-40s. Although the rain has let up.
It may be decades later, but September 11th will be a day Americans will never forget. A traveling museum that honors the heroism of those who lost their lives that day is currently in Columbia, and our Amanda Bishop went to learn more.
The 9/11 Never Forget exhibit travels around the country honoring the brave men.
Amanda Bishop, Carolina News.
The exhibit is free and open to the public and will be at the State House tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Coming up next, see why chefs were out barbecuing on the Horseshoe.
Some people might think that Adrian would never be able to go to college like his brother.
A little chocolate could go a long way in the workplace. Economists at the University of Warwick have found that giving people chocolate and showing them videos of stand-up comedy raise their productivity level about 12%. One group was given chocolate and fruit and watched comedy videos before taking the test, while the other was shown a placebo video and not given food. The results show that the first group did better overall, answering more questions correctly than the second group. Bottom line, unhappy workers aren't as productive as happy ones, and they may not perform at the same level or as well. Thousands of students from around the state came to Jamil Temple today to support the ending of the R word. The event was supposed to be held outside at the State House, but moved inside of Jamil Temple because of the bad weather. The rally was hosted by South Carolina Special Olympics, and the campaign was started to get people to pledge not to use the R word.
We are just very blessed to be in a state that supports Special Olympics and supports Project Unified, and I think that it starts in the elementary school, both disabled and non-disabled kids being together and nurturing friendships, so by the time they're in high school and graduate from high school, that the kids have been together their entire lives, and there's really no difference, and they just support each other.
The Special Olympics website has reported that almost 500,000 people have already taken the online pledge to stop using the R word.
That's such a great event.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's go back out to Kathleen, who is bundled up for one more look at the weather.
While I'm bundled up because of these cold temperatures, I'll tell you when you can shed your winter.
Welcome back to Carolina News, where we have Kathleen Jacobs to tell us about the weather. How's it looking out there?
Well, you know, it's kind of nasty, cloudy and rainy out today, but right now it is about 52 degrees, and like I said, it's pretty rainy. The humidity is about 66. It's kind of windy, about 15 miles per hour. Friday, like I said, it'll start bringing in that low pressure system will start moving over, and we will see temperatures warm up to 75 and 77. So it's going to be kind of warm but rainy, but thankfully on Sunday it will be nice again. So you can have a nice Sunday stroll with the family. And
I'm hoping that rain maybe comes a day or two sooner so that weekend looks clearer. I've got plans.
I agree. I wish, but it's not looking that way.
Well, coming up in sports, the USC women's basketball team is hoping to make it to be sweet to be a Gamecock. Find out how they're preparing for Oregon State tonight. And a couple of prominent Gamecocks have their birthdays today. Find out who next in sports.
Have you heard? Scam art.
Now, Paul, the USC women's basketball team was not that impressive the other night.
It was a little shaky. They pulled out the win, but it wasn't what everyone was expecting, and it's not looking like, it's looking like tonight might be a very similar case with Oregon State. The Gamecocks are especially amused by Belcher's #battle. Of course, that was the mantra for the team back then, and they battled and won those back-to-back championships. So the two very deserving of some happy birthdays.
Yes,
today.
definitely happy birthday to him. And Wingo's in the Dodgers organization now?
Yeah, Scott Wingo in the Dodgers organization playing advanced single A right now, hopefully moving up pretty soon, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, a happy birthday to both of them. And coming up after the break, see what this crocodile got a bite out of.
It is important for young people to have a mentor in their life.
Preserve, and was trying out his new camera. As soon as the camera touched him in the water, the croc lost it. He bit through the special PVC housing Chris made to protect it.
Well, that is exactly what you get for messing with a crocodile.
I know. Let's take one more last look at weather.
All right, well, today, like I said, it was not very nice. About 54 degrees. Tomorrow and sunny. Thursday, 65. Rain coming in over the weekend, but warmer temperatures with those rain. And Sunday, it should be sunny and warm again. So, very nice way to end the weekend.
Exactly. Well, thanks so much, Kathleen.
That's all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great evening.